How was voting, Non?
What chips did you get?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. They're like truffle salted. Sorry, yeah. Is this awkward? I'm just sitting here eating in front of you guys, not saying anything. It's all about meal. Nice. Are we all gonna watch the election together? We're gonna like all sit and just watch together.
I think we're gonna have to. It's our responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to. It's our responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to. It's our responsibility.
So I think you're gonna get loopy, the audio loopy thingy. Might have to like swap in. Might have to like swap in. Yeah, I'm hearing myself, Victrola. You might want to like, yeah, just swipe into a different app and swipe back in. Uh-oh. I think usually if you just swipe into a different app and then swipe back in, it works. I don't think you have to like close the app entirely or swipe out of the live entirely.
Mine was doing like where it merges you with like the next live. So you were on like half of mine and I had like somebody else on the other half. It's so weird.
My phone doesn't really work anymore because I dropped it in the pool.
Oh, this doesn't smell like truffles at all. Hamburger helper. I will say, I've been thinking about how I'm gonna do the election thing. I'll probably set up the thing with the GoPro and stuff so I'm not on my phone. Or maybe I'll use like Philippe's camera, but in order to do that, I'll also like, you gotta figure out like what website to like track the results. I'll have MSNBC on, but if I like restream it, like we can probably get the audio on, but if I restream it, I'll probably get in trouble. So maybe, yeah, I got a plan for election night. As long as you were able to make sure that it like actually got in and no other votes got like, that no one could like pull other people's votes out or anything like that. That's exciting, Non. Yeah. I think, you know, it's like, I think sometimes it helps if the TV is like reversed. Because I find like it like doesn't, it seems to have not dinged me when I'm in like selfie camera mode with the iPhone and the TV's in the background, or like on my like MacBook or whatever, because the image is reversed. But when I've done selfie mode with the TV reflected in the mirror behind me, it has. So I think if like maybe, yeah, I'll test something out. Safely blue. Yeah. Still. Big turnout in like safely blue states is still like indicative of maybe big turnout everywhere, right? Knock on wood. Georgia broke record sale.
I don't trust the mail-in voting, so I think there's a lot of people that also don't trust it. So I hope a lot of people show up on election day.
Yeah. I personally like showing up on election day. It makes me feel involved. You know, so yeah, I'm not voting early just because, you know, I'm gonna get my sticker. I'm gonna wear it proudly. And then I'll come here and, you know, spend maybe the day live streaming. Right? It'll be fun. I'm set up with like a bunch of snacks and stuff. I know, right, God? It's been so, yeah. Sorry. All right, let's grab the cake. All right. Let's do the cannoli first. Yeah, good on you. I don't usually buy cannolis. So,
Why? No tiramisu, no cannoli.
I don't know. It's not no tiramisu, it's just tiramisu isn't my favorite. You know, when there's other options, it's like...
Maybe because...
I feel like most tiramisu isn't, like, very good tiramisu. Great. Most tiramisu is not very good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true, but I can still make it work.
Yeah. I think for cannolis, it's usually, like, here, they're so big that it's, like...
Oh,
It's
yeah.
usually a little cloying, you know what I mean? Like, look, it's fucking, like, the length of... And I have a long face, mind you. All right. Yeah, it just tastes like pure sugar.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. It's like not even, I can't even taste like chocolate in this.
They put brown food coloring in the...
Yeah. And it's not crunchy. No.
Wait, it's not crunchy? Nope.
Yeah. Oh. It's disappointing. This is like deli level cannoli. Non-Italian deli level cannoli.
You could save it and put it in like a shake. Make a shake if you have some ice cream.
That's an idea. Okay, maybe I'll stick it in the freezer. Yeah, that's smart. It's too bad.
Yeah. Well, I guess good thing then about the tiramisu, because tiramisu would have been real bad
Yeah.
if the cannoli's bad.
I guess, yeah, you weren't here when we were like first talking about it, when we were talking about, because God baked a cake. And I was talking about like, oh, I could go get cake, but it's going to be like terrible cake. You know, it's not going to be. Firstly, I don't think most bakery cake is very good, but this is like not even bakery cake. This is like, you know, pre-made, shipped around the city to every fucking restaurant. Yeah. Pretty sure this is like Jell-O. This is not even like...
That doesn't look too bad.
It's hard to do wrong by cheesecake. You know what I mean? I will say. Maybe that's why New York is known for its cheesecake, because we're all just getting the shittiest version of stuff constantly. Cheesecake is good even if it's terrible. That's all right. Yeah. I should have known better. It's better than the cannoli because it's cheesecake. It's hard to fuck up. But as far as cheesecake goes, all right. Lucky Island. It's way less cloyingly sweet, I will say.
That's good at least. Now the carrot.
Now the carrot. The only like actual cake. I hope it doesn't have raisins in it.
Ugh.
Yeah. So many people put raisins in their fucking carrot cake now.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. It's like, why the fuck?
I can't wait for gingerbread cookies. Gingerbread cookies are my favorite. I feel like other people don't appreciate them. Good? That one? Oh, good.
I mean, spice
Well,
level is
decent.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like the spice level is good. It is like that texture of like, because these cakes, I think they have them in there for like a week at a time. You know what I mean? So they go stale pretty, like, I think the only thing that doesn't make them obviously stale is because they're like they're soaked in some sort of syrup.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Which is obviously harder to do with those, but yeah, this is the easiest one. This and they're fine. They're not as good as Betty Crocker with tub frosting, I will say.
Oh, yeah.
Huckleberry cobbler. I don't think I've ever had huckleberry. Is that a real berry?
Mm-hmm.
And can you actually eat it?
I like guava pie
Guava.
instead of apple pie. Yeah, it's really good.
I don't think I've ever had
It's not as sweet. It's like kind of like apple pie, but it's just not as sweet.
Good peach.
Oh, okay. I haven't had guava pie. I've had guava and like ricotta, maybe mascarpone, like empanada.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
There's this place here that makes apple pies baked in paper bags. I don't know how.
Seen that.
Yeah. And they have like apple and they have a peach pie. The apple all of them are so good.
Yeah, there's something I remember saying something about that like years ago of like the paper bag like traps the moisture the perfect amount or something like that.
They're amazing.
Bears like huckleberries too. You know, another thing I've never tried is rhubarb. And I really want to try rhubarb pie. But I don't know where to get rhubarb pie.
It's sour, isn't it?
And people say it's tart, which sounds kind of sour.
I think I've had it, and I don't think I liked it. It's big here because like it grows like weeds. I think it's a weed.
Really?
I think so. It's all over my backyard.
I feel like all the lore I've ever heard of rhubarb is that it's like really coveted and it's like hard to grow. Like I think I've only ever.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Crazy over here. Huh.
Yeah, I feel like rhubarb is like one of those things. I don't know. I'm basing this off of like Reddit stories where people are like, "This neighbor stole my rhubarb," and people being like, "Rhubarb," or people being like, "Oh my god, this person has rhubarb," and rhubarb. I don't know. That's like,
Well, it's a big. I remember one of the guys at work had all kinds of rhubarb, and he was like, "I got my rhubarb. I'm bringing in my rhubarb. Who wants the rhubarb?" And I was like, "Not me," but I was kind of like, "That's wild." But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know it was coveted because I feel like it just grows everywhere. I mean, maybe it's just my yard is just wild, but
You gotta look that up because maybe it's like really expensive. You could just ship
I
off.
mean,
your
I've never seen rhubarb in the store.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen it either. I'm gonna look this up.
The history of rhubarb.
We get it down here, but I don't know if that has to do with like we're so close to like Mexico and if it's like a better like it's warm. I don't know if it's I don't know.
It's expensive at the grocery store. Yes, rhubarb can be expensive. I just Googled, is rhubarb expensive? And it says, yes, rhubarb can be expensive at the grocery store, but it can be less expensive at the farmer's market or when grown at home. Anyway, you could probably sell it on Etsy or something.
You sell it on what?
Etsy? Etsy.
Rhubarb.
Dude, rhubarb, just stalks of rhubarb. I don't know. I don't know if there's a thing for that. Let's see. Fresh rhubarb. Let's see.
You should be able to like well, not I don't know if there's a plant word for like cauterize something, but like you should be able to like seal it off and then use a cutting of it, I would think, to grow it.
Yeah. The whatchamacallit? Oh my god.
Propagate.
Propagate. Thank you.
Yeah. I couldn't think of it either. I'm like sitting here.
Milkshakes at Burger Belly. No. Oh, now I want a milkshake. Now I don't want cake. I just want milkshake. Clone. Yeah, you can buy like starter plants and seeds on Etsy. Yeah, I want to try rhubarb pie, but I want it to be good rhubarb pie because like if I get it at my like corner store, it's gonna be bad rhubarb pie, so I won't like actually know what it tastes like, you know? I feel like it won't be fair to rhubarb pie if that's where I can get it. Not that they necessarily would have it, but
It's a summertime thing, right? I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's around here.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I gotta figure out what to do with this thing. Ice cream. Maybe I'll chop it up and then freeze it, and then
Blend it up and put it in a shake.
a shake. All right. Thank you all for with me on that misadventure.
The sandwich was worth it though, wasn't
It was. And I have half of it left for tomorrow morning.
it? Perfect.
Brunchy thingy. And then Philippe, I will just feed him the rest of the cake and the cannoli. I don't know if he likes cannoli. He likes carrot cake though. And cheesecake, I think. I don't know. Now I'm wide fucking awake. This just goes to show that I was falling asleep because I hadn't eaten recently enough. And now I'm just wide awake again. What am I supposed to do with myself now? Huh?
I'm cleaning my basement.
You are?
Yes.
That's fun. Why are you cleaning it? Is it just like a spring cleaning, fall cleaning thing?
No, I've been remodeling, like not remodeling, but just redoing my house. So everything's just everywhere. And the basement was kind of the last frontier on where all the shit went.
Yeah.
So now I'm just going through like, and that's why I do have like a Hello Kitty thing around here somewhere. I was looking for it and we were talking about it. But like stuff from my childhood that I should probably throw away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom has. I'm taking this desk to her, this antique desk that was like my grandparents. I think it might have even been my great grandparents. That is supposed to one day go to my sister, who's in London. So for now, it's like I don't want it because it's not really my style, and I live in a studio apartment. So I finally got whatever. We're gonna bring it to her, but my mom was like complaining that like I'm putting this in her fucking basement. I live in a studio apartment in New York fucking City. This woman has a 3-floor house plus basement, and she's bitching about this desk taking up space in her basement. And I'm like, girl, you got like a whole corner of your basement that's literally like just like trash. It's not like actual. I mean, she'll like throw her like old Amazon boxes there and stuff for a while. I'm like, there's like always a giant, like a pile of like cardboard boxes in this corner and stuff. Like you can just clear that shit out and stuff. She's like, no, but there's a system and it's all organized and stuff. And I'm like, studio apartment, 3-floor house plus basement plus cellar. It's an outdoor cellar, so this can't go in there. But like, come on, girl.
I have a question though. Does your sister even want the desk?
Sort of, yes and no.
How are you going to get it to London?
We'll see. Maybe one day it'll be because all my mom's furniture is like our furniture. She like shipped it over. It's not impossible. It's pretty expensive.
No, sure, it's expensive though.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's not gonna happen next year. It might happen 5-10 years from now. It might never happen. But it's like one of these things. It's like it is an antique. It is a family thing. I've joked, I'm like, when I have 5 houses, if Tristan doesn't want it, I'll have a house to put it in. You know what I mean? But right now, I live in New York City in a studio apartment. This thing is bulky as fuck. It's just not designed for this kind of space. And I'm damaging it more existing in small quarters and with all this kind of shit it's not the right desk for someone like me who lives in Brooklyn, and it's just not the right desk for me. But I've kept it for over a decade. I've been sort of like the de facto like storage unit for the couple of like family antique piece things.
I feel like you just stuck with the desk. And now your mom's mad because you're going to give it back to me.
Yeah.
I feel like also your mom, isn't that like what parents are supposed to do? Like you're supposed to hang on to this stuff. I'm not the mother. You're the mother.
It's a weird situation where like I ended up with a lot of the stuff that was like her parents' stuff because I was the only one living in the United States for a really long time,
I was going to say you probably got stuck with that.
So I got stuck with the desk and like several other items, including like a dresser that I was not allowed to get rid of for the longest time until finally I was like, I'm fucking getting rid of this fucking thing. You know what I mean? And I get it. She's like emotionally attached to it. I am granted, like I am a little, like even my mom was like, I mean, if Tristan doesn't want the desk, like we should just get rid of it. And I'm like, it's a nice antique. It's pretty nice. And it's a little bit of a
stuff on it.
What's that?
Let me see it. Do you have a bunch of stuff on it?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff on it, but you can kind of see it.
Yeah. All right. It's pretty fancy.
Yeah. That's massive. That's massive.
It's just massive. It's massive. It's just not a New York City desk, you know? It's a desk that you have in like a summer home, you know? Or a home that has like at least multiple rooms to it.
That's a country desk.
It's a country
Ain't
desk.
no city desk. That's a country desk.
Exactly. And it's like, and it's just, my mother is like, acts, it's like, she acts put out by it, but like also when I have tried getting rid of some of this furniture, like the less nice like items of this furniture, she's like not been happy. And it's like, girl, you have the fucking space for it. You know what I mean?
Did you ask about the desk, or could you like get rid of the desk and never tell her? And she
I would feel guilty getting rid of the desk myself, because it is a nice piece. It is multi-generational in the home. I think it's just worth just putting it in the house with the basement. Like, let's just get it there. And that way it's like, that way we can make a decision one day about whether or not we actually want the desk, when it isn't like just a problem to be solved. You know what I mean? Like, because if you get rid of it now, just because it's an annoyance, like give it a few years and people are gonna be like, you know what, we should have just fucking taken it. You know? Once it's not a problem to be solved, and like you could, and the choice to let it go is truly just like, okay, no one wants it and there's no point in keeping it. I think that's a safer choice to be made, rather than like, oh well, it's a pain to have and to deal with.
I definitely think shipping it to London would be outrageous.
I don't really see that happening, but one day, if my sister or I ever own, I don't know. Honestly, I think it'll probably just live out the rest of its days in my mom's house until she dies, and then we have to deal with all of her furniture, you know? And then based on that, if a bunch of stuff gets shipped to London or something, it might end up, you know, that's my prediction. Really?
You'd probably just throw it all away though. So that's what
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. My mom like wants one of us to. So, someone on Twitch is saying I should tidy my floor. Yes, welcome. We're just talking about this. I just got a new piece of furniture and I'm transferring everything over. It is messy in here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my mom wants, like, she's like, well, my furniture is nice. I hope one of you will take it. And it's like, it's neither of our style. I'm sure it's very like nice, like quality furniture, but like both of us are like,
no one wants your old shit.
Your fucking furniture. I'm sure you paid a lot of money for it. That doesn't mean anyone wants it. But we'll see. It's similar to this. It's like the kind of furniture that, like, yeah, if I somehow, by the grace of God, had some sort of like summer home. Sure. Or like, if we had her house in Pittsburgh and like we just decided to like hold on to it, it's like, yeah, leave it furnished, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's dumb I don't know what country I'll live in, by then. I don't,
Who knows what's going to happen in 3 weeks, right? What is it, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
Wait, what?
The election.
Yeah, right? 2 weeks? Is it 20th? A little over 2 weeks. Thanks.
I think I'm just a little more scared about January right now.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be fine.
I hope so.
I would be worried about like maybe a couple weeks after the election might get hot, but it'll simmer down. And by January, everybody will have forgotten. He'll be in prison, I hope.
Not gonna.
Why hasn't he been sentenced yet? I was wondering about that because
they delayed the sentencing because of the fucking Supreme Court.
Wow, these fucking kids.
It's because of the fucking Supreme Court.
Because they're just making shit up as they go along, and like Are like, yeah, but we can't make marijuana legal without an
Careful.
act of fucking God.
Oh no, none.
But we can change the rules for this crazy talk show host. How do we get here?
Everything feels so pointless to like bank on the future right now. You know what I mean?
Right?
4 hours? Damn, man. I guess it's lucky it's happening now and not like in the dead of winter. How's it going, Sage? God, I hope they don't get rid of this fucking app.
Monsters. They're so terrible. Why are they so terrible to us?
My B-Day? November 11th. My birthday's coming up, guys.
11/11.
11/11. I don't know.
What year were you born then?
1990. Were you trying to steal my identity?
No. She's trying to think of your numerology. How many?
I think I'm year of the horse, Scorpio, Capricorn rising. Yeah. And then the numerology.
I'm also a horse, but long time before your horse.
The cycle 8 years? Something?
It's 12.
I guess that tells me exactly how many years before me. Oh, thank you, Sage. Those are for the heart and love. Ay. I came on here to double to organize my stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I didn't ride my bike at all this summer.
I didn't ride my bike either.
No?
I want to buy. I'm looking for an e-bike. I really want an e-bike.
Yeah.
I've almost bought one like twice. I've purchased them and then woke up the next day and canceled the orders.
Why?
Because like this is so expensive, and I need a dishwasher too. My dishwasher broke, so like my kid, she's like, you got a motorcycle before you got a dishwasher, and I was like,
Motorcycle. Come on. What can you say? Back in my day, kids were the dishwasher.
Well, she's a terrible dishwasher though, so I'm just like, I'm tired of it. It's like I just have to go behind her and do them all again anyway. So
You're not weaponized incompetent.
I know, but she's, she's 15. But I don't really feel like arguing with a 15-year-old either. So
For the team bracelets. Wow. Thank you, Sage.
stand behind her and scream to get every last crumb off the dish.
Yeah.
So, but she's the reason it's broke.
Oh, really?
I mean, they put shit in there and they don't care how they put it in, and fucking kids.
Does she have an allowance?
Oh, she doesn't need an allowance.
No. Okay. I knew this woman, she's a woman, and she broke like at least two maybe even 3 fucking dishwashers, to the point where she was like almost gonna get evicted, or was getting evicted by either her roommates or like the landlord or both. Like she lived with a few people like I knew, and she kept just like putting shit in the dishwasher, like plates, without cleaning off like the food. And she kept being like, no, like it's just a shitty dishwasher. Like you should be able to put the plates in without like, you know, whatever.
You're supposed to put them in dirty, actually. They say that that's how you're supposed to put them in. But my kid put like little plastic, like plastic silverware and shit in there. And it'd get like stuck down in the
Oh no.
thing. Or glass, like some glass broke in there or something. But dishwashers.
Yeah. Well, but the thing was, like, I'm sure some dishwashers, yes, you can put them in with like full ass food on the plate, you know, unfinished food or something. But it was, she broke the dishwasher so many times, it got to the point where it was like, okay,
How did
like
it break?
maybe at home your dishwasher can handle it, but clearly this dishwasher can't, and you need to fucking stop. Like, you need to just start putting like the food that's left on your plate in the trash before you put the, you know, the dish in the thing, you know, like it would cost the landlord like hundreds, if not like thousands of dollars at a certain point.
What was happening though? Like, was it like, did they have like a garbage disposal too?
No, I don't think so. Most people in New York don't have garbage disposals, I don't think. I don't know, but it was
Was
like,
the dishwasher like overflowing, or was it like, what was it
I don't
doing?
know. I just know that it was like, it was breaking because she was putting it in with like scrap, like too much like food, like the loose food on the plate, you know? Like she couldn't even, no one's saying that she even had to rinse the plate off or anything, like crumbs, you know, dirt, you know, whatever.
Less bread in there.
Yeah, like if there was just like, if there was like just pieces of food on the plate, she would just throw it in there without cleaning off, you know, like if there's chunks of food on something, just scrape it off into the trash, you know?
I mean,
At least if your dishwasher is broken multiple times when you haven't, you know? I'm sure some dishwashers can handle it. Some dishwashers these days are fancy, but this one was not.
I couldn't figure out like how mine like possibly worked. Anyway, like the hose that came out of it ran up, and I thought that was dumb. But I mean, I guess there was a pump somewhere, but I don't know. Just didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I am the dishwasher.
This was like last year. No, this year. TJ washed one of my, like, it was a tumbler I got from work, and it had like our logo on it, and it was like wrapped, you know, on the outside. He put it in the dishwasher, and the wrapping, you know, like the sublimation or whatever, shredded off and like melted into the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And I had to pick it out all of the purple, just tiny little pieces were just blown everywhere because he went out of town for work. You know how he goes like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I was so mad. He constantly does things like that where I'm like, hello, like, where are you? Okay. You're 35 years old, sir.
That is frustrating. Because it does feel like weaponizing competence at a certain point, but like this in Spanish, it's like despiste, like unaware, like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes you're like, come on.
Well, is it a cup that you would obviously not put in the dishwasher?
Yes. Yeah, it was like one of the almost like a, not a Yeti, but you know what I mean, like kind of like a cheaper Yeti. So where it was like, you don't put that in the dishwasher, and then the outside wrapping was like that. I don't know,
Wrap
you know,
stuff?
that you go, huh?
Shrink
What'd you
wrap?
Yeah, like that. But you could tell, like you just don't,
See,
you don't put that cup in there.
Have
I
you
put a
guys
smoothie cup in.
seen
It's chipped off too.
have you guys seen the mugs that you can actually buy now that you press on the top of it and it's a light that actually sterilizes your bottled water?
Mm.
No.
So amazing. Yeah, it's so I'm hearing a lot of people talking about, I mean, you guys have, since I've joined, you're talking about dishwashers, you're talking about like water bottles and things getting ruined like in the dishwasher. And you know, a lot of us women or whatever, when we purchase something, we look, okay, is it microwave safe? Can we put it in the oven? Is it dishwasher safe? And I mean, God forbid we have to take our fingernail polish and actually write on the bottom of dishes, like if it can go in the microwave or if it can go in the dishwasher or if it can go, you know, in the oven. I mean, it's insane. So yeah, I mean, each item's going to be different, but yeah, there's like the Yetis. It's not a Yeti brand, it's an off brand that actually has a light that you actually, so you can charge it with just a regular phone charger. You can just plug it in and it will actually, it's got a light that will actually sterilize your water so that even tap water, so not just sterilizing the container after you've emptied your water, it'll sterilize the container so you don't have to put it in the dishwasher, but it'll actually stir or distill your water so that it's
can't
filtered
distill
water. Yeah, you can fill it with tap water. I don't
Distilling,
drink.
no, distilling, you can't distill with just light. That's not what distillation is.
Well, okay, so I used the wrong term. So not distill, but whatever takes out the metals. It takes out, like it neutralizes the metals, the light does, it neutralizes the metals. So like I'm not somebody, I can't drink water from my bathroom faucet. I know that's crazy, but I can't. Never been able to drink water from my bathroom faucet. But this is something where, oh my God, I could actually pour it from my bathroom faucet or from even your outside hose. I mean, you don't want to drink water from your outside hose, but you could do it with this water bottle. Anyways, and then going back, just really quick.
Does it have filters in it? Or is it just light?
You know, I haven't, it was something that I came across today. I was reading an MSNBC article, and you know how in some of the articles there's always going to be different ads, and it was like the top gifts for this Christmas.
Yeah.
So I was going through, there was like 40 different like top gifts and gadgets and things like that that people are buying. And as you're brushing your teeth, like there was one like a sonic type toothbrush that was in there, and there was also like a plaque remover that was actually in there, and I'm only bringing that up because you're brushing your teeth right now. So yeah, there's like a sonic, like it's a metal thing that you could actually descale your teeth with and get off all the plaque. Anyways, but back to the dishwasher really quick, just because I owned a company where I worked with this quite a bit. So with your dishwasher, just pull out the bottom rack and actually look at the drain system at the bottom and look at the size of the holes. And with the size of the holes, you've got to rinse off your plates or at least scrape off your plates into your disposal, or if you don't have a disposal, into your trash can, and then put the plate in your dishwasher. So no, you can't put a bowl of Cheerios in your dishwasher. You can't put a bowl of pasta. So if anybody knows pasta or rice or anything with starch, if you have a disposal and you try and actually put that down your disposal, it'll actually clog. So has anybody peeled potatoes for Thanksgiving? And you peel the potatoes in your sink instead of in your trash can, and then you turn on your disposal, and then all of a sudden your disposal's not working. All of that starch actually builds up in the disposal and clogs the pipes. So now you've got to put a bucket underneath your sink and you've got to undo your pipes and you got to clear out all that starch. And so same with the dishwasher. Your dishwasher hooks up to a disposal most of the time. And so if the holes are too small, the food's not going to fit. So you guys just scrape your damn plates. Just scrape your plates. I mean, dishwashers are like $300-$400, right? Even just basic one, $200-$400. It's not worth it. Scrape your plate in the trash. Teach your kids to do it. Teach your husband to do it. Just scrape your damn plates.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my 2 cents. Love you.
Love you too. Yeah, but just for the filter thing for the light, just to clarify, if you're gonna buy that, make sure there's an actual filter in it, because a light alone can't like neutralize metals or anything. It can, UV light can kill some like bacteria and stuff, but it can't take out like. Yeah,
So it's kind of like you're talking about like what are you talking about, like, to compare it to? So you're talking about, God, I almost wanted to say a
Like if it had,
vacuum
like,
or a
a-
carpet cleaner, but that's,
no, like if it had like a Brita filter in it.
yeah, a Brita filter. Yes. Okay.
It can like that can take out some things, not all. And a light can, if it's an actual like UV light, that can kill some like microorganisms,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not gonna like completely neutralize everything that's in your water. And it definitely can't distill it. Distillation requires like boiling water.
Boiling.
Yeah, and collecting the steam and having that go through like a whole contraption. Yeah. It's like a whole separate thing, but
Like drinking stream water while you're camping.
Right. Well, like there's, I guess, yeah. So there's also, there, if it has the thing that the technology that a life straw has, for example, I don't know if you know those. Yeah, just.
Oh, I haven't looked at those.
I mean, you don't want those for like normal everyday life, but life straw is like good for like camping, but also in case of emergency. You use it like filters water through like a double, filter process thing. Oh, I gotta reset this.
Like emergencies as well. Yeah. You think about what's happened in North Carolina and Florida, and I mean, even California with the wildfires and global warming and everything with climate change that's going on, having that backup water, having a way to keep our family safe. Mm-hmm. I mean, I saw a TikTok where the family was basically filling their bathtub with water. Oh my God, I would dehydrate before I ever drank from water from my bathtub.
Well, I have this thing, I forget what it's called, but it's a giant bag basically that's like the size and shape of a bathtub. And before I have it, because like New York City also, we get hurricanes and stuff, and it's in case of stuff like that. Before like a hurricane or something like that, or maybe afterwards if you're afraid that the water's going to go out, you just put it in your tub and you fill it with the tub water, and it's it just keeps it a little bit cleaner than just pouring water.
So it's like a liner.
Yeah, sort of like a line. Yeah, and you can only use it once, so that's why it's like I can't test it out or whatever, just because once you empty it out, it's like hard to actually get it clean. It can, it's like impossible to get all the moisture out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a giant bathtub sized and shaped thing. And then it has like a little spigot, but also like filling the bathtub up is also, it's not exactly for drinking water usually, although you can drink it. But obviously if it's sitting around for a while, like you want something like a life straw, which I also have for the same reason. But it's also for like flushing your toilets and stuff like that. I know it sounds like really dystopian for people to like fill their tub up in preparation for a hurricane, but it's like, no, you need water for a lot of things. Like I also have these like bags of water that I keep in my fridge, and I try to like, you're supposed to like refill them once every 6 months. So once it starts creeping up on 6 months, I start using the water for, different things, but you just fill those up. You keep them in the fridge as drinking water. you know, and you can keep them there for 6 months. And yeah, you fill the tub for other water for
Well,
like,
yeah, because if the water's turned off at the house for whatever reason, you can't flush a toilet, right?
Yeah.
So it allows for you to still use the toilet, and then you pour the water in, and it will automatically go down the drain. So I don't know if anybody's had to do that before, if you've had to turn your toilet off before and then actually flush it, like by adding water to the back tank or just adding it into the basin. Yeah. So I think a lot of us that actually go camping and whatnot, these are things that we think about, but normal everyday city people, you know, wouldn't think of a lot of these things, especially in areas that are, unless you've been hit by hurricanes and you've lived in Florida, lived in Georgia, North Carolina, you know, different areas where we've had these travesties happen. So anyways, yeah.
I mean, I will say, don't, you know, a lot of city people do, you know, New York City, for example, we all have to be prepared for things like a hurricane. Precisely.
Well, we also had like the ice when we had the ice down here in Austin. There was no water. It, like almost in like suburbs and Austin, people didn't have water. People didn't have power, so we had to like take the ice and we have a gas stove, and we were melting the like the ice in on the stove to like flush the toilets. It was for like over a week. It was awful. So, a lot of fun times.
That's
I
a,
remember,
yeah.
well, after Sandy, we had no power, no heat
Yeah,
for a week as well. Yeah.
it's so awful.
Thing.
It was not a fun time.
Yeah, it's not a fun time. But yeah, it's not just rural. That can happen anywhere
Oh yeah.
with the right disaster or wrong one, as it were. But,
Be prepared.
yeah.
Life straw. I'm gonna have to look at the life straw. That's
Yeah, just, I mean, you can look up just like
That might be
like, water
fun.
filters for stuff like that, but
fun Christmas gift. You know, my son and or my daughter and her husband, they love to go camping out in California and Utah and whatnot. And yeah, I always like to just give them little gifts that they can actually use.
yeah, Life Straw might be. You know, I think most people, it's
Stocking stuffer.
it's best in case of like emergencies, obviously, because you don't want to be cleaning or drinking dirty water that needs to be filtered. But it is good to have, like, it's recommend. They might have one if they do go hiking or camping regularly. They might have one already, but yeah. Confused. Oh, thank you, Plex. Fire Plexus. All right. Sorry, I was just seeing chat on the other streams, the multi-streams. Oh, yeah. All right. I think now I am gonna go to bed. At least get into bed, and we'll see what actually happens.
Good night. I'm getting ready for bed, so I'll see you later.
Thank you guys for hopping up. Thank you for the lovely chat. It's good to see you again.
Love you,
Hannah.
God. I'll
Good
pray to you
morning.
tonight, God.
Good morning. Yeah.
Have a good night. Always good catching up with you, Brianna.
Yeah, likewise, Holly. All right.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
Nice to meet you all.